A fugitive was arrested and charged with murder this week after eluding police for several months. The US Marshal Service said that on the 16th of September, 43-year-old Michael Shepard and 61-year-old Freddie Lee Dumas got into a verbal altercation near a home in the 1800 block of Garfield Road in East Cleveland, Ohio, where Michael struck the man with a beer can, causing blunt force trauma. Michael then fled the scene. Freddie was found dead in his apartment after a welfare check was completed several days later, and Michael was identified as a suspect in the homicide. On the morning of Wednesday, the 21st of December, Michael was located and arrested at a residence in the 9500 block of Detroit Road, roughly 10 miles away from the crime scene. Prior to his arrest, Michael was featured in a US Marshal Service news release as a fugitive of the week early this month. No further details have been released. Authorities in Nashville, North Carolina have arrested a 21-year-old man following an investigation into a brutal attack earlier this month. At around 4:18 p.m. on Friday the 9th of December, police responded to Kenilworth Road in regards to an assault that occurred nearby. When officers arrived at the scene, they found a man who had been severely beaten with a blunt instrument, partially scalped and robbed. During the course of the investigation, a stolen vehicle was recovered from an unrelated burglary, and 21-year-old Leighton James Linear of Georgia was identified as a suspect in both crimes. The following day, officers executed a search warrant at a home nearby on Delana Road, where Leighton was taken into custody. While executing the search warrant, evidence was located further linking Leighton to a nearby burglary in November. Leighton is charged with 14 offences including burglary and assault with a deadly weapon, with fatal intent causing serious injury. He's held at the Buncombe County Jail on a $290,000 bond. 41-year-old Taylor Adele Snook is behind bars in connection to a fatal stabbing early this week. At around 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday the 20th of December, Alexander County deputies were called to a home at 3624 US Highway 6490 West in Taylorsville, North Carolina, where officers found 39-year-old Timothy Crane unresponsive inside from stab wounds. Medics later pronounced him dead at the scene. Detectives identified Taylor as a suspect. She was arrested and charged with murder. She's currently being held at the Alexander County Detention Center without bond. Authorities said that the pair were in a relationship and that she had been an occupant in the home. A motive in the murder has not been disclosed by authorities. However, on Taylor's Facebook there are comments about Timothy kicking her out of the house with nowhere to go. Timothy commented back denying the allegations. Her first court appearance is scheduled for the 9th of January. This isn't Taylor's first run-in with the law. She was recently arrested for domestic assault in nearby Hidden Night on the 18th of August this year. On the 5th of December 2019, she was arrested for felony drug charges, and on the 13th of January 2021, she was booked into the Alexander County Detention Center for breaking and entering. The investigation into the matter continues. A Mount Pleasant, Michigan woman is facing multiple charges for allegedly sending thousands of hateful and bullying messages to teenage students, including her own daughter, under a fake name and number. On the 12th of December, 42-year-old Kendra Licari was charged with 2 counts of stalking a minor, 2 counts of using a computer to commit a crime, and 1 count of obstruction of justice for allegedly harassing her daughter and her daughter's then boyfriend. The charges come after a year-long investigation into a complaint filed by Beale City Public Schools after Kendra's teenage daughter and her boyfriend reported getting harassing and demoralizing mean messages. The harassment began in early 2021. At the time, Kendra was also working as a basketball coach at her daughter's school. Kendra used software to hide her location and used several numbers and error codes to try and pin the origin of the messages as coming from her daughter's classmates. The FBI eventually got involved and tracked the IP address to Kendra. Investigators claim that when confronted with the evidence, she admitted the messages were sent by her, but she did not reveal a motive. Kendra was booked into the Isabella County Jail and has been released on a $5,000 bond. The investigation into the matter continues.